2024 was a year full of disaster movies, but not all of them lived up to the hype. In this list, I'll show you 9 films that, despite their action-packed scenes, didn't win over the audience. Do they have something worth watching? Let's find out together. Number 9. Planetquake. Deep below the surface of the Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, a catastrophic tectonic shift is occurring. The unimaginable forces unleashed by this phenomenon begin to drastically destabilize the planet, triggering a series of powerful, increasingly destructive earthquakes. These tremors not only destroy everything they encounter in their path, but their intensity increases, signaling an impending catastrophe of global proportions. A group of the world's top seismologists are fighting against time to find a way to stop this inexorable process. With each passing hour, the Earth is losing its stability, and more tremors are pushing the boundary of catastrophe closer to total annihilation. Scientists discover that if they fail to find a solution, these phenomena will tear our planet apart, leading to an apocalypse that will result in billions of deaths. Number 8. Goodbye, Earth. An asteroid is approaching Earth with frightening speed, and the Korean peninsula is at the very epicenter of the future collision. Martial law has been declared in the country, but this does not stop the total chaos. Society is divided into those who are counting down the days to the inevitable apocalypse and those who do not believe in it. Prisons are emptying, criminals are on the rampage, and fanatical sects are descending into madness. Ordinary citizens are clamoring for evacuation, but there is no longer a safe place. The crash is only 200 days away, but the chaos is growing by the minute. Residents of the small town of Wungcheon are desperately trying to find a way to survive and save their children, knowing that every day could be the last. Number 7. Earthquake Underground. Earthquake Underground is a disaster film that throws the characters into the middle of a real nightmare. As a result of a gigantic earthquake, a group of people are trapped deep underground in an office building. Subsequent devastating tremors make their situation worse, while fires and elevator failures cut off their escape routes. Although on the surface the world seems to be collapsing into rubble, the heroes must fight for survival in the confined space, trying to find a way out. Water unexpectedly begins to seep into the building, and the final scene on the roof only underscores the desperation of the characters, struggling not only against the powerful forces of nature, but also against their own weaknesses. The film is full of claustrophobic horror and constant tension. Number 6. Continental Split. Continental Split is a disaster film that features dramatic events related to the New Madrid Fault, located in the central United States. Increasingly unstable, it threatens to trigger a powerful earthquake that could literally cut the country in half. A team of seismologists and government agents must work together to devise a plan to avert the impending disaster. The situation becomes increasingly tense as characters battle not only natural hazards, such as giant sinkholes and tremors, but also interpersonal conflicts. The main character, Dr. Cami Weddle, has to deal with personal issues, including her relationship with her ex-husband, who is involved in fracking processes that may contribute to earthquakes. Number 5. Survive. Julia and her husband are celebrating their son's birthday on their yacht, drifting on the ocean. Suddenly, during a violent storm that nearly sinks their boat, the family wakes up in a mysterious desert land. It turns out that the Earth has undergone a tragic polar reversal that has dried up all the oceans. After the death of her husband, Julia must face a terrifying reality where hungry, terrifying monsters from the abyss hunt for human flesh. In this brutal new world, every moment is a struggle for survival, and unknown dangers lurk at every turn, drawing her into a nightmare of an endless struggle for life. Number 4. Super Icyclone. Oil drilling in the deep sea leads to a cataclysm that no one foresaw. An ancient volcano awakens beneath the seabed, and its eruption unleashes forces that create a giant cyclone. This element does not stop, engulfing the coast of the United States in a destructive frenzy. People are trapped in the middle of the storm, with no hope of escape. The military is desperately trying to save the survivors, but the storm continues to grow as if it were living a life of its own. Jenna Sparks, an experienced meteorologist, and Travis Verdon from a mining company are fighting against time, trying to figure out a way to stop this hellish element. Every second brings them closer to the apocalypse, and the impending cataclysm threatens to annihilate everything in its path. Number 3. The Abyss. In 2020, Kiruna, the largest underground mine in the world, is hit by the most severe tremor in Swedish history. The entire town is evacuated and relocated just 3 kilometers away, and the aftershock fissures are secured. But when another catastrophic collapse occurs, Safety Chief Frigga descends into the depths of the mine to assess the situation. There, she discovers the horrifying truth: a huge chamber that leads straight into the once established town, threatening to completely collapse the new settlement. To her horror, she orders an immediate evacuation, but she and her team are trapped deep underground, doomed to struggle against time and uncertainty as death lurks behind every wall and every tremor shakes the foundations of their terrifying trap. Number 2. No Way Up. A group of people from completely different backgrounds, not knowing each other beforehand, are unexpectedly brought together by a nightmare when their plane crashes in the vast waters of the Pacific Ocean. The surviving handful of passengers and crew members, trapped in a shelter made of the plane's remains, begin to understand that they not only have to face dwindling oxygen. Every second is their step closer to exhaustion, and every breath brings them closer to a fatal end. As the situation becomes more and more hopeless, the heroes realize that their greatest enemy may not only be the element around them, but also their growing panic and fear of the inevitable end. Their struggle for survival is not only a struggle against physical threats, but also against their own weaknesses and inner demons, which begin to come to light in the face of mortal danger. Number 1. Twisters. Twisters is a sequel to the 1996 disaster hit, in which the plot follows Kate Cooper, a former storm hunter. Trauma from her college days has forced her to work in a safe office in New York City, but when her friend Javi persuades her to return to the open to test a cutting-edge tornado tracking system, things begin to spiral out of control. In Oklahoma City, Kate and rival teams, including the team of risk-taker and social media star Tyler Owens, must face a series of terrifying weather phenomena never seen before. Tornadoes the likes of which have never been experienced before destroy everything in their path, and the heroes face deadly threats. Those were all the 2024 disaster movies that tried to shock us with catastrophes. But did they succeed? You be the judge. Let me know which ones surprised you the most, and if any of these are truly worth watching.